manager, is with us, as is Gary Bettman. This is an interesting pairing, and I'm sure the folks at home are curious exactly why are these two gentlemen together. And rather than have me blather on here, Commissioner, why don't you share the news?
Well, we're longtime friends, but we're here tonight together so that I can announce that the 2027 Navy Federal Outdoor Game, Stadium Series game, will be played here at AT&T Stadium, Jerry World, and we couldn't be more thrilled to be having a game here hosted by the Dallas Stars in this amazing, amazing stadium.
It truly is an incredible venue, and I think, Jerry, about how many incredible events have been here, and now to have this, what does it represent for you?
Well, let me say this. Gary Bettman's one of the real leaders of sports, period. Mm-hmm. I had the privilege, right when I first got involved in the NFL, I asked for an appointment with Gary, who was working for the NBA at that time as their legal counsel. Yep. And he really shared a lot of information regarding pretty unique things in that time. It's unbelievable now, 30-something years later, we're sitting back here with our pride and joy of the Cowboys and hopefully the pride and joy of Cowboy fans. And we're sitting here in a sport that you have nourished from, I would say, one level to a wonderful level. I can appreciate that more than anybody. It's going to be a great deal to have that hockey match set up right out here on this stadium, right where the Cowboys play.
And the Stars, appropriately, will be the home team there. And I know some of their stars are in the building tonight. This is one of the great clubs, obviously, in the sport. And so they'll be out here. And I think back to Buffalo years ago in the snow, which really set the scene for what the games could be. We won't have that. But this stage, Commissioner, for it to be played here, what's it represent for you?
This is an iconic stadium, and it's a testament to everything that Jerry and the Cowboys have built. That's a little bit of a mock-up of what it'll look like. And it wasn't too many years ago we played an outdoor game that the Stars hosted in the Cotton Bowl. I think we had 85,000 people there, and we're going to beat that number.
I was going to say we could do better than that, right?
Absolutely.
Undoubtedly, with that announcement, you could top that number, and it'll be an amazing series continuation as the 27 game will come here. Now, that's the big announcement here. You made some news today, Jerry, about a trade, and I know you can't talk about it, but when you say I've got a trade coming and the deadline's coming tomorrow, what can we anticipate as terms of what might happen here in these few hours leading up to the deadline?
Well, I hope you will appreciate that since the deadline is tomorrow, the details are tomorrow.
Okay, that's a tease. In the business, it's called the tease, and that's the tease.
Well, the idea is, are we busy thinking about it, or am I sitting up here thinking about oil and gas, or am I trying to build a team that's trying to get our defense ready to go? I'm taking a little kidding about some of my comments recently about our oil and gas business, but seriously, this is a time when we have a chance to help the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Anytime that I can do that, we burn the midnight oil, and there's a good chance that we'll have some things to talk about tomorrow.
Fair enough. That's 4 Eastern. You've got time to get that sorted out, and we've got till 27 to get ready for this big one. Commissioner, Jerry, I appreciate your time. It's great to be with you both.
Great to be with you, and it's great to be here in this spectacular stadium.
It truly is.
Gary, could you rub a little of that lucky outside golf on us tonight? We need everything we get. All right.
The Star. That's what happened. 8 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. Peyton and Eli on ESPN2. And reminder, too, Charles Barkley and Baker Mayfield are going to be guests tonight with Peyton and Eli. Adam Schefter is back with us. And Adam, let's start with the quarterback situation for Arizona. What more can you tell us?
Well, Kyler Murray's getting healthier, but he's not healthy enough to play tonight from that mid-foot sprain. Jacoby Brissett is going to be out there tonight, starting for Arizona. The Cardinals have said they could use Kyler Murray in some type of role, but the fact of the matter is there are people like Rex Ryan who have said they believe the Cardinals' offense is operating at a higher level with Jacoby Brissett engineering it, so we'll see how long this arrangement lasts tonight. Meanwhile, Jerry Jones told Stephen A. Smith in Sirius Radio before that the Cowboys are ready to make moves, has a deal in place. Look, it's not hard to figure that they're going to want to upgrade on the defensive side of the football. This sounds like what they did last year when Jerry teased people with the fact that he had a trade in place, and then right before the deadline, they traded for Carolina wide receiver Jonathan Mingo. you could see something like that happening tomorrow. Jerry Jones says he does expect the trade to be processed tomorrow, Tuesday, before the 4 p.m. Eastern deadline. Obviously, the Cowboys need defensive help.
All right, we're going to keep an eye on that, of course, and a reminder, we do have a trade
Best on the field. That's George Pickens, who's been playing at a really high level thus far this year. Fellas?
Yes, we do have a special guest. This brother's been playing big time. This ain't Pittsburgh. This is Dallas, baby. And George Pickens been doing his thing here with Swagoo, Marcus Spears, and the one and only George Pickens. Good to see you. How would you describe this year? Put into perspective how this year has gone for you thus far.
I definitely say entertaining for me personally. My first year here, I just say the guys really embraced me, and I just been kind of working hard, and it's been showcased.
We've been talking about it a little bit before we got on camera, but you and CD lined up next to each other.
Yeah.
What have you learned playing against somebody with the level of talent that you have, and both of you guys kind of working together to be great?
I'll probably just say, when you got a tandem, two guys that could be great, they kind of feed off each other in everything they do. If that's going to the lunchroom at the same time, catching jugs at the same time, tossing the ball around at the same time. See what I mean? We kind of do everything together, so it's kind of a brother.
Yeah.
Did you believe, CD got hurt against Chicago. Those games that he had to be out, the kind of season you're having, the kind of chemistry it seems like you've developed with Dak.
Yeah.
Do you believe that would have happened had CD Lamb not gone down?
I feel like my type of talent is always going to be showcased, but of course, like you said, when CD went out, they kind of put it on a brighter display.
Okay.
And, all we could do is just adjust. We never, want to see out. We kind of glad that we got him back right now.
Yeah.
But listen, man, you've embraced this. I've been watching, because this is a difficult place to play. You're always on TV. The media is always around, but you seem to be able to compartmentalize. Is that just a progression of becoming a pro and kind of understanding the business, and also enjoying where you at is a big deal as well?
Yeah, exactly. It's literally like you said, becoming a pro and enjoying when you're playing. When you're having fun, when you're playing loose, you can do some of the craziest things on the field. Let alone your teammates want to feel the same way. So it definitely is a surplus.
Yeah.
Not throwing any shade on anybody, but this ain't Pittsburgh. Playing with Dak Prescott, it's a different animal.
Yeah.
There's no denying, even I have to admit, the brother's playing like a league MVP candidate. Speak to what it's been like playing for him, and whether anything that you've seen from him has been a surprise.
I would never say, a surprise, but one thing that really shocked me is his smarts. How he conducts himself on the field, how he go through calls, how he see kind of what you're doing before you see what you're doing. And that's something, like I said, coming from the Steelers, that's nothing I ever experienced. So that was the first thing that really surprised me.
What is Shoddy like? First time being a head coach, been in this league for a long time. When y'all come into the building and it's a week of a game plan and you're trying to get ready, what's his demeanor? Like, tell the world what it's like playing for Schottenheimer.
Playing for Schottenheimer, his energy. I feel like people don't, media interviews, you never really gonna see his energy because he got to conduct himself a certain way, but Shotty's energy is great. Let alone, like I said, with Dak, smart, it gel together great. And I feel like he's doing a great job, let alone being his first year. Like you said, it's a first year head coach. And I feel like energy is one of the best things you can bring when you're a first year.
No doubt.
The trading deadline is tomorrow. Everybody's looking at this team, and they're looking at how prolific this offense has been, one of the great offenses in the modern era, to be quite honest with you. Y'all can score on anybody. But defensively, y'all have had struggles stopping people. Do you feel that there's moves that need to be made? Have you guys voiced that? And how are you feeling about this team moving forward, knowing how your defense has been playing?
I feel like the defense can always, work off each other, the guys that we got right now, like I said. And I feel like the guys that we got right now is just going off what they do on the field day by day. Now, as far as like moves being made, that's always up to, Jerry himself.
Right.
So, like I said, the defense, the guys gonna gel, and I feel like as far as the defense, it takes time with first-year head coaches for them to come along. We got a game here, we got a bye week. I feel like the guys after the bye week should shake back and be a whole different group.
For guys like myself, man, and former players, it's been fun to watch your maturation process, dog.
Yeah.
Super proud of you. Keep balling.
No doubt.
And look forward to seeing what you got tonight, man.
You've been great, bro.
Back to you, Sky.
I appreciate that.
Bye.